my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
Everybody calm down!
Help!
Here.
Oh.
Take my hand.
Ah!
Come on. You're gonna fall unless you take my hand.
No, give me your other hand.
Oh, my other hand isn't strong enough. You take my little hand.
No, get it away from me.
Take it. Take my hand.
Defiant to the end, huh?
What you gonna do? We've swept this place. You've got nothing. We have guns.
No, what you have are bullets, and the hope that when your guns are empty, I'm no longer standing, because if I am, you'll all be dead before you've reloaded.
That's impossible. Kill him.
Beneath this mask, there is more than flesh. Beneath this mask, there is an idea. And ideas are bulletproof.
I hear the train a-comin'. It's rolling round the bend.
I love making Rob suffer through long intros.
Fucking hell.
It's like
it
my
was so
favorite
long.
thing to do.
Fuck.
I don't. That Johnny Cash, the Joaquin Phoenix, it's not a very good impression. It sounds kind of, I don't know, hollow. Every time I hear it, I'm like, ugh.
I don't even know why Mike likes that. I mean, Johnny Cash.
It's not even. It's fake Johnny Cash.
It's not. He's not Australian.
Johnny Cash. It's because it's a train wreck, Rob. Don't you get it? This whole stream, this whole draw stream is a
I
train
get
wreck.
jokes. I get jokes.
They never
That's
go
what people
over
who don't
your
get
head.
jokes say.
We got a real artist here tonight. Jason, how you going?
Oh, you're too kind. Thank you. Welcome. What's going on? How
Did
y'all
anyone
doing?
understand that?
See, Mike, see what he's doing? He's putting lines down, and then that creates shape and texture. That's something you could try.
I do that in the colors. It's all in the colors.
It's all in the colors. I have a guy that does that for me.
Mason doesn't do colors.
I do. Just I know other people are better at it, so I usually entrust it to them. But I like to do watercolors and stuff like that. So.
People have been getting absolute this week, and they've been enjoying it. So you're doing well in the black and white.
Yeah.
Keep it going, my friend. Welcome to the show. This is the worst draw stream in Comicsgate, but also the most entertaining.
I say if it's the worst
So-
one, then I'm leaving. I mean,
No. Most entertaining.
okay.
We had We've had some fantastic artists on here, and then I just, will draw half a well or something. That's what we do.
Yeah, I've seen you take about 82 minutes to draw like 3 lines. So yeah.
Yes, and now we've recently taken to streaming against Ethan.
No,
Ethan's
taking to streaming against us.
I know,
this is
right?
Pre-planned.
That's right. We have the slot. Everyone knows.
This was our motherfucking slot.
This is true. This is true.
Oh well, shit happens. Okay. That's all right. I'm going to say hello to Atherline, Lord Raven, and we've got Sam Rogers here. Hail, Mo Biggs. Nolan Lockhart is here. SDA, Stephen Rockwood, Jeremy Burtz. There is a show today. There's always a show today. It might be a little bit later now because we are off daylight savings here in Australia, and this show is after my work. So after I get off work.
Daylight savings
is what it is.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it is, dude.
Just choose a time and stick with it.
It does mess us around. Yeah, I'm now doing my late night with Comicsgate at 1 p.m. Where a couple of weeks ago it was at 3 p.m.
That's crazy.
We've got Skip Edwards in the house, Junk 666, Frog G. Look at all these great fine people who turn up to this thing. Did I say KSS? I think I did. Who else is here? I saw Mel is here.
Hey Mel, what's up, Mel?
Hey Camel.
Hey Mel, how you doing?
It's come to my attention that Mel has been sliding into Camel's DM.
Uh-oh.
Super weird. It's super weird.
His laugh is so endearing. I think that's what it could be.
I hope that's
Camel. Do you want to just lay off the CG wives for a night?
Look, I can't just block my Twitter. I gotta leave that open for business. I can't stop,
Camel
women
Moon is
from
open
coming
for
up
business.
to me. Yeah.
All right, not that kind of business.
He's a lady killer.
I know we got Miss Rena in the house.
Yo,
what else is here? Who else? I saw a Wild Malin out there. Scrolling down, there he is. Rob looks like a child. Yeah, he shaved his beard. John, it's not a good look. He said, "Oh, it's going to take like 3 days to grow back." Well, we're a week in, and I've got my 5 o'clock shadow is thicker than that. Rob, you had an interesting take on John's tweet earlier.
Oh my god, artists, man, they're so frustrating. It's just like follow the instructions of the person hiring you, and you might have a better chance of getting the job. So Malin has posted this, right?
You got it? I already had it up.
Right, you got it? Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, looking for an interior artist, looking for dynamic and slick old school mainstream look. Post sequential sample links to work below. I'll contact you if that's what I'm looking for. The first 2 artist replies that I saw was like, I'd love to work with you. Open, let's DM. And then the next person was the same thing. Oh, open up your DMs and let's chat. I'm like, dude, if you want to get a job, follow John's instructions. It's not rocket scientists.
This isn't Camel Moon. Sliding into everyone's DMs here. He wants to see. He wants to
get
see
in touch with me privately, and we'll
behind closed doors. Come onto the cast. Yeah. Come onto the Camel Moon casting couch, and see how you stack up.
Yeah.
Just do what John says. It's not that hard. It triggers me. It triggers me because I've done this before, and it's the exact same thing. You're like, post your links with your work here, and I'll follow up if I like it. And then you get like 50 DMs like, oh, how much are you looking to pay? And dude, just let's start at the beginning and take it easy. I'm not getting married yet.
Dynamic and slick, old school mainstream look. I don't want to diss Travis Bannister. I'm not sure this is necessarily what he's looking for here, but I guess it can't hurt to put yourself out there. Speaking of putting yourself out there, are we going to say, Cameron?
Well, I was just wondering, like, what kind of style is John talking about? Like old school, like 90s, or old school, like 60s?
I think it might be like late 80s, maybe. like maybe a
Okay.
Neil Adams or an Art Adams or Burn style possibly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Okay.
thinking.
Who did the recent old school looking Masquerade for Phil Diaz?
Oh, I don't know.
Did you see that, Jason?
I didn't see it. No, I did not. I have Lost Pages
check this
one.
out. I think maybe it was Dan Dahl. Where is it? Diaz. Man, it is so good. Let me bring it up here. Scrolling. This is not planned, obviously. I just thought of this.
Obviously.
But it's all right. Man, these guys out there, they tweet so much. God damn it. Where is it?
This is
Do I keep
riveting.
scrolling?
YouTube.
Or I know this is great.
Oh, go
YouTube.
back up.
Do I keep?
Go back up because he's found a really
Ricky
good
Gervais?
artist for something. He's doing
This?
trading cards for John. No, keep going. It's
Oh yeah, this.
Yeah, this guy. This guy's sick, man.
Yeah, he's really good.
Hey, look how good this
is.
is.
Isabedra. Oliver Isabedra.
That's pretty dope.
He would have had a chance of winning the cover contest.
Definitely. Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Not like
I
Camel.
give it a 4.
Actually, I tweeted it. Let's look at it. I didn't tweet as much as Phil, so it should be on my timeline. I said it's like sick or something like that, or it's rad. I don't know. Oh, look, there's me slapping. I know. Will Smith slapping your beard off.
Love
it.
That's where all the power comes from.
Where the hell is this friggin' tweet?
I don't know, man. I can always just go look for it later.
There it is.
Okay,
here we go. Here we go.
Oh, look at that.
That
good.
Yeah, that's Dan Dahl.
He entered top 5.
That's Booty Juice.
Oh, it's
This is
Booty
what I'm
Juice?
saying.
Oh, yeah,
Right,
Booty
yeah.
Juice is great, man.
John, check out Dan Dahl. Now, I haven't seen his sequentials, but he got really high in the comp as well, didn't he, Dan Dahl? I think he just
That's the thing, man. There's just night and day between like pinups and sequentials. It's like
dude.
2 completely different ball games.
Yeah, totally. Mo says Bancroft found the time to retweet the Mo Biggs Tears mug, but not put together. I'm sorry for back-to-back week. I apologize for that on the night, Mo. It was a booking snafu. It just happened that way. It was Camel's fault. He organized that. Reminds me of Sal Buscema. I really dig this style. It takes me right back to my favorite era.
Phantom Comics?
No, like 80s Spider-Man. It was dark. It was awesome.
Must have been nice.
Yeah, this is really good though.
Bancroft says Mo Biggs, you are turning into B-Rose 2.0. Ouch. That is all right.
Why are you crying on streams too?
I'll write the ship. No, too much manga, essentially.
Too much of the manga.
Danny's good, not fit for sequentials, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen any, so I don't know.
I don't think I've seen any of this sequential stuff. I have seen his other.
I have never seen his sequentials. His pinups are great.
Yeah.
All right. Now I had an awesome segue earlier, and that's gone. I can't remember what it was. So there's no easy way to do this other than just jump right in. This is real. This is on Urban Dictionary. You can search it. It's called a dirty Bancroft. This is now immortalized. Thank you to the Comics Hui boys for getting this done. So what is a dirty Bancroft? It's when a somewhat handsome Aussie dresses up as a Mexican mariachi trumpet player and tricks a female or male sexual partner into undocumented style ginger root ass play.
Oh,
here's an example. I know.
Yeah, I need an example.
EVS gave me a dirty Bancroft at last year's Comic-Con. My anus still hasn't healed. Now, what is ginger root ass play, you might ask? They didn't write this. Like, they didn't come up with these links.
I've got a perfect example, Bancroft, of it.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah. These guys. Man, is that even real? I mean, it looks real. It doesn't. Usually, when you look at this stuff, you can see the warping, the evidence of the warping. But I checked this out. There's a lot of straight lines behind this image.
If it's real,
intact.
If it's real, how do you put his shirt on?
That's what everyone's been
fabric
saying.
stretches. That could be stretchy fabric.
That's
maybe his. Yeah, actually, then how would that work? I don't know. Maybe he has like zips on the side of his sleeves or something. Or
maybe a friend. Maybe he had help from a friend. I don't know.
Maybe it's like a front and a back, and there's a zipper on the side. You know.
Mo says those fingers are enough to make Bancroft forget about Rod. Nothing would make me forget about Rod. The sleeves don't stretch that much. I mean, maybe he has experience with stretching things with those fingers.
Imagine you're on like a blind date with this guy, right? And you're at a restaurant and he's got his hands on his lap under the table and you don't know, and he just whips them out on the table. Wow.
Yeah. The screaming. She'd either scream and run away or go,
all right.
Yeah, no, I want to see that as a dramatized. Like he's at a job interview and they're like, "You're great," and then they, go to shake his hand and
he crushes them.
Stephen Rockwood says, "God, he must have a difficult time masturbating. Not only the actual physical act, but also his dick would look minuscule." And those things would really dampen your self-esteem.
Maybe
he's like
his
the
dick
opposite
is
of the guy at the start. He's like the opposite of the guy at the start of this stream, with the tiny hand.
Dude, you know what? He could enter those slap competitions.
Oh, he would crush it. Yeah, he's like a real life Kamala Khan.
My God. Jeez.
Is that where they got the idea from this guy?
Maybe. Anyway, back to my dirty Bancroft. So they just wrote Ginger Root Arts Play. Urban Dictionary linked that themselves to something that already existed, apparently. And I want to read it to you now. This is apparently a real term that pre-existed, and how brilliant that it fits so well. A ginger root, the act of placing both your testicles as well as your penis inside a condom at the same time, thus offering maximum protection from a dodgy sexual partner. This act causes the penis and testicles to closely resemble a ginger root.
I feel like Camel does that when he's masturbating.
Wow, that girl last night was pretty dirty. I had to use the ginger root to make sure I didn't catch anything. It seems like it's too good to be true. I feel like they made that one up as well, but apparently
2011.
2011, yeah, it's from years ago.
They're playing a really, really long game.
I know, yeah. They were predicting, what is that, 11, 12 years ago that I would come up. Well, and Skip Edwards had to be in it on it as well. He was the one who coined the ginger root.
Oh, go Skip.
I have a funny story. I was at the ramp back when I was a younger man, skating.
Yeah, this is
and there's always at skate parks and ramps as like what we call either park rats or ramp rats. They're just little kids, between the age of 8 and 13 who were just always there and just, we did little annoying kids everywhere. And there was one of them one time who was bragging about his sexual conquests. He wouldn't have been older than 10. And he was a real bogan kid. And he was going on about how he'd done this and that and everything. And we were just listening to him from the top of the ramp, laughing our ass off. No shit. At one point, he said these words. She was so tight, I couldn't even get my balls in.
I hate it when that happens.
This was Liam, or
it wasn't Liam. It was a tiny little skinny kid, and man, we just lost it. We just lost it. When Bancroft says skating, he means rollerblading. Yeah, but that's what we call it. That's what we call it. Call it skating. She was so tight, I couldn't even get my balls in. Oh,
Determined in the meeting balls deep, man. Wow.
All right. Enough of that. Is it time to get drawing already?
Mm-hmm.
Bascom's already finished 10 pieces.
To be fair, I started this a while ago, so.
Oh, I'm working on something I started earlier too. I realized, I put out a tweet the other day saying that I didn't have any more wells to draw, and then I realized I forgot the best well of all, which is the shot of back up at the characters from the bottom of the well.
That's a good shot, though.
That's a good shot.
To be fair,
I started on that yesterday. And this is what I'm up to. You can't see the characters here because I always draw the characters separately. They're there, though. I'll be looking in.
Mel draws the characters separately, you mean?
No.
Yeah, Mel's a really
on
good
the
artist.
couch.
I really appreciate what she can do.
What was that? We were watching a movie last night. I can't even remember what it was.
Shang-Chi again.
Oh, The Gentleman by Guy Ritchie. Has anyone seen that?
I know.
Seen what? The Gentleman?
The Gentleman by Guy Ritchie. It's got like Matthew McConaughey, the dude from what was that motorbike gang TV show? Charlie Hunnam?
Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy, yeah. It's got Colin Farrell. It's got a bunch of people in it. It's actually pretty good. It's no Snatch or Lock, Stock, but it's pretty good.
I haven't heard of it.
But anyway.
Can you make this like larger? Yeah, there we go.
Yes, I was getting set up.
God.
It is a very, she puts the lotion on the skin. But this is the intro to the frog. The frog is in that bucket. If you remember the frog from it must be a few weeks ago now.
Yeah, it was a while ago I saw you drawing that frog.
Yeah.
Squiggly lines.
Did you ever finish it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, good job.
Yeah, the frog's done.
Oh, nice job.
Done and done.
Proud of you.
Frog ass and frog
BMX Bandits.
Have any of you guys seen BMX Bandits?
Yes, I have.
Was that a thing in the States, or is it something you sort of?
No, BMX was a thing in the States. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they had a thing. I mean, they have X Games where they have BMX people. Like,
No, I know, but I'm talking about the movie with Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, I saw that, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have to do like a watch along Bancroft. We have to like rewatch it.
Oh, it must be so terrible. I doubt
it's pretty bad. It's not a good movie. Although I was like, I don't know, 10. I can't even remember. I was super young, so I'm like, yeah, this movie's great. Young Jason was stupid.
Gotta make this fit the screen a bit better.
So what page is this, Camel? You must be nearly finished now.
This is 28. But it's not, I'm not doing it consecutively. So I think I don't know, probably about
Does anyone out there draw pages consecutively?
I do.
Yeah, I mean most people don't, so I don't.
Really?
I drew absolute consecutively because that's because I wrote it as I was working on it. So
well, I mean, when I was drawing it was, I mean, I had thumbnails, so I knew where the story went. When I did the line art, it was pretty consecutive. But now that I've been inking and coloring, I just pick up a page. And just do
Camel, Jason, Camel inks last.
You mean he colors first, then inks?
Wrap your head around that. Does his own
you
thing.
can get some good effects that way, actually. I mean, it all depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, because it's kind of like a cartoony effect, like almost like an old school comics where the colors were usually flats. And so if I can do the inks over it, it's easier to color first because then, you know, if all the lines are already closed, then I can just paint bucket them all. And then I go in and just make sure there's no, you know, there's no white pixels as I'm inking. So yeah, it works. It works pretty good.
Yeah, it's not the most common way to do it, but I could see it. I like to do stuff like that with like watercolors though, where you color it and then you just ink over it a little bit to add some effect.
Oh yeah,
fun to do.
Did you ever watch Shanth, Jason?
Shanth and Jetty,
yeah.
I like Shanth.
Did you ever watch his draw streams?
Yeah, man. I try to pay attention to quite a few of the CG streamers out there. I may not comment but I'll tune in for a little while. I like Chant. He's definitely great at his one-offs and just talking as he's working and stuff like that. So
he's actually one of the best, I reckon. At
he's really
ad-libbing by
he was
himself.
Being a former professor or whatever.
Yeah,
he kind of has that built in already in his system.
Gift
so
of
he's
gab.
natural. Yeah.
You know who's gotten really good?
Not me.
You're getting better, Rob. Your boy who you're hanging out with earlier, Jason, Shelby.
Shelby, dude, Shelby's really good at ignoring the chat and talking to people. No, Shelby's
he was
awesome.
always good, but he would never bring that out on stream. He would sort of shut up when he went live, and then as soon as the
camera was off, dude,
went off, he would open up, and it
Right.
would be like he'd be dishing the goss on all these pros and showing all this stuff, and it's like, where was this Shelby?
Now he does it live, and it's great content, man, and it brings more. It's more fun to even just watch and listen to him because the knowledge he has and the stories he tells they're great. Yeah, Shelby's cool, man. Yeah, I try to get around, dude. I try to watch as many as I can, and if I could hop on a panel, I'm gonna do it.
Mike, are you putting the people in?
Oh, I will eventually. Yeah, I'm not really doing characters much at the moment. I'm in a background mood.
Do you have them on the layer there that we can look at for fun?
Oh, there's the sketch.
Mm.
There they are. Look, that's the old guy, and that's the young guy with that's Alexander with the long hair.
Is that Zoe Deschamel?
Yeah, no. That's not Zoe Deschamel. That's Arthur or Alan.
Oh, so it is him. It's the same person.
That's with the water. That's the water guy.
The water dancer.
Water dancer. Here's a
Can we
tiny
see?
dancer.
Can I see the picture that you're tracing this from?
There.
Oh, nothing.
No, I mean it's
he deleted that layer. It's okay.
You deleted the trace layer. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he deleted that layer.
Motherfuckers. There.
Oh yeah.
Motherfuckers.
How big is this panel on the page?
Let me go look. It's pretty big. Where is it?
So is this like some weird Buffalo Bill fetish thing that you've got going on with all this well drawing?
Oh.
At the end, if you had have read the character descriptions, the character interviews at the end of Waking Dream.
Skip.
All right,
send it to me. I'll show it, dude.
Hang on, I got to turn off. I got to turn off the. I got to turn off the text. But let me share this. This will show you. You can see the frogs as well. Let me share this. So this is the InDesign page. Yeah.
Okay.
So he's pulling up the bucket. The bucket's up there. There's a frog in it. They're still chatting. The frog's looking up at him, and then he holds out a hand, and the frog.
Is he doing a frog bump?
No. He holds out his hand, and the frog puts his hand on it. It's all metaphorical, allegorical.
He starts singing, right? Is he singing?
Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby.
He's like, I'm gonna get rich.
Hello, my
I'm gonna get rich off this. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Yeah, that's exactly it. No, at the end of Waking Dream, in the frog. I see. I cannot draw and talk at the same time. It's terrible.
Or draw.
1 out of 10. 1 out of 10 Rob jokes.
Thank
just
you.
The other ones. Garbage,
it's very rare, but when he does it, it lands. Okay. No, at the end of Waking Dream, Alexander, the guy who's in this scene here, yeah, there he is, over here. he is telling a fable about the frog in the well, and it's all about if you're living. This frog is living its whole life at the bottom of a well. It can't comprehend the greater world that exists outside. Yeah. So this is a callback to that conversation. It was essentially a way to, because this whole scene is a conversation between these two, but it was I thought an interesting way to have something happen in the scene subtextually while they're essentially just having a conversation.
No, did you make it a frog because of the new Frog G book that's going to be coming out soon?
Yes,
Indiegogo? Yeah,
you knew it.
I knew it.
I'm just trying to help out my fellow comics.
Appreciate that. Everybody should go sign up for Frog G.
Are very popular in the comics game.
They are kind of very popular.
All right, Skip has sent me something to share. It's hard to make out, Skip. It looks blurry, but I'll share it anyway.
It's a dick pic.
Oh yes.
We appear on this, Rob.
Michael, he blacked me out. No, Rob, you're just in my shadow. That looks like Shane Davis here. Let the tiger out.
Tiger out.
Cecil, a bug comic. I don't know if that's a good idea. F you, Cecil. Is that?
Am I in this?
Camel, you're not in everything, okay? It's all right.
Well, then I'm not interested. I don't know why we're showing.
I'll be sure to draw up a camel in Frog G. That way you can be interested.
This guy looks like you, Camel. He looks crippled.
He's got glasses and a hat. Yeah, I'll
he
take
looks
that
exactly
guy.
like you.
I'll go with that.
Dirtworm
He'll put a
Doug,
little
yeah.
beard on him.
Is that's roach balls? I take it.
Bow.
Must be.
Yeah, Skip's all right.
Skip's good.
Skip's good.
Not bad, man.
He's even learning how to color, which is
Let's go full screen on Jason
bold
for a
of
minute.
him.
Thanks.
So you drawing Wolverine? Is this for an art auction or something, Jason?
I hadn't really drawn, I drew a couple head sketches for the campaign that I'm fulfilling now, but I hadn't drawn anything in a while because I'm in fulfillment. So I just wanted to draw something to loosen up and have fun. But I might toss it in the auction that's coming up Saturday this week, just as like a bonus add-on type thing. But yeah, this is just a doodle. I mean, this isn't anything.
A doodle.
Yeah, anything serious. But yeah, I mean, it'll be like a little bonus thing. I lined it out on Shelby's stream, and then I started finishing it up Michael T's, and then you guys invited me on so graciously, and so I thought I'd finish it up here before I go to bed because it's almost 4 a.m.
Do you want to read that one, Mike? It's too long for me.
The frog in the well story came to Bancroft one time when Rob made a joke so bad his eyes rolled back in his head and he stared into the endless chasm of the inner forehead. I like it. I like the visual nature of it.
Yeah, Skip, it's actually hard to read, dude. I don't know if it's a low res image you sent, but it looks good. Looks good.
Yeah, I like it. I saw that.
How are your members going, mate? I'm seeing members pop up everywhere. You got Jeremy Burtz, Eric Grant.
Yeah, there's a load of Super Bogans now. I think it's up to 43.
Who's winning out of you and Camel?
We have 65.
How do you
Camel
become a
has more,
Super Bogan?
What's the big? It's a member becoming
What's
a
a
member.
member?
Yeah. So
And-
if you become a member, you get to use emojis. You get access to the community page where I post like whips and stuff like that. And eventually, I will also be sending out some physical rewards and stuff. I didn't want to really super commit to that because I know what I'm like with that stuff.
What is it called if you become a member on Camel Moon's channel?
You're a camel humper.
Camel hump. What do I get when I'm a humper?
Well, you get to watch the show. It's a great deal.
I'm like
to watch the show.
Subscription plan better.
Yeah, because with
because
mine,
Camel actually member gates.
Yeah,
I think I'm going to start humping.
We have a large enough audience that we can do that, which is nice.
Yeah, I think I'm going to start humping.
Yeah, it's cheap. It's only $1 a month. And you get.
I'm definitely going to start humping.
Yeah, you get access to everything.
You should start with the 100. You can pay 100 if you want.
That's true. You can't. We have people who are paying that, but yeah, we have.
Really?
It's $1 or $2 or $3, and it's all the same stuff. But you get to use the emojis. You get to watch the show after. Like all the shows are live, but once it's done,
right.
It gets gated. Yeah, so you can. Oh well, thanks. And then I send out special collector cards probably once every other week or so. So this week I sent out the My Tiggas and Tigga Please cards.
I'm liking what Camel's selling here, Bancroft.
But look, Jeremy Burtz has just posted the new emoji that I put up today, which is the latent gay emoji.
How much does it cost for that emoji? What am I buying?
I mean, if you become a super bogan, you can use all the emojis. There's plenty of loads in there.
How much?
How much?
Oh, it's $5.
$5. I like that Camel's cheap.
At Camel Moon, you get $1, and we have the gay emoji. It just says "gay" 3 times in a row. You get to post that wherever you want.
I'm all about the gays.
But as well, you become a super bogan on this channel. You're helping pay for Joe for his editing.
Oh, dude, you had to
you're
throw
helping
Joe
to
in, didn't
create
you?
comics and
on
support
Camel
Joe.
Nights. You pay for my heroin addiction. So
wow,
also
you're selling me hardcore here. Wow,
very helpful. Yeah,
very helpful.
Passion for 5. Thank you so much, man. He says Tales of Nova Terra ended at 6,478. Thank you all for the support on the book. That is awesome, Passion.
Hill Passion.
Great
back
work.
that book.
What a amazing looking book. The art talent on that is
that one.
Crazy.
Is it closed, or is it in demand closed?
You have some good questions.
What's that?
The answer to that. I mean, I think he's gone in demand.
The Tales of Nova Terra.
Yeah, it's in demand.
Good.
Bring it up.
What's
Nolan
the
Lockhart
status
says-
with? Oh, sorry.
You go, mate.
What's the status with Absolute, Jason? Is that have you still got copies to sell?
Yeah, I got a few. Did overprint a few. I ran into the stupid little your card has been charged too many times, so we're putting a freeze on it. So I gotta call the bank and unlock it with all those shipping microtransactions. But I'm over halfway fulfilled. So
great.
Well, if you do have any left and you want to, and you just keep your in-demand store up, make sure you submit it to CG now. I sold like.
No, yeah, I have some bad news on that. I didn't really overprint all that many, and plus, once I'm done, I'm burning whatever's left the most.
Oh,
so you got?
Are you really? You're John mailing it?
All but for like a couple that I could sell at a convention. But aside from that, yeah, I'm burning them. So you got to get it while you can.
Then, screw you then.
There's some really good art in this.
Hey man, on to the next. Yeah, dude, this looks awesome, man. I can't wait for that.
That piece. I can never
Yeah,
remember who
great.
did it, but it's so good.
This piece by Joe Ball's good
You
too.
got Joe Ball in there.
That piece is nice as well. I like that. That's good as well. Pat Maxton, Doodlebags.
That's Doodlebags, yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
Also, Inkspots colored the cover, who's also the colorist on Frog G, the upcoming Indiegogo sensation. Frog G, Voodoo Gods and Magics, colored by Inkspots, drawn by Jason Bascom. Co-created by Frog G.
Did you have Ethan do a cover for you?
Me? I wish.
No, that was Sween's.
Oh, that's
You're thinking of the other frog.
I am. I'm
That's
sorry.
what
I'm not trying to.
So many frogs in.
Yeah,
in
CG
comics.
likes frogs, but
Now,
mine
Frog
is
G is a new book.
Well, Frog G is actually a mod and a fan in the chats, and he created a character in Absolute.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I remember.
And
that. Okay.
yeah, so just got so popular that everybody wanted it as a comic. So it's created by a fan for the fans.
Ah, very cool.
Yeah. And he also gets 10% of the net. So
that's generous.
Hey man, we take care of our
own. Some do.
Not Rob.
I was
fuck that.
Trying to point to
Joe
that.
Ball is in the chat. He says,
Yo,
"Post
Joe
the
Ball.
link, gang." Does anyone have a link for Frog G sign up?
Is it on your Twitter, Jason?
Yeah, it's the first tweet I got.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
Nice, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, Inkspots might yell at me for not drawing Frog G while on a stream, but I just wanted to loosen up.
I love that cover, man. This is crazy. Is it? I don't know if it is a cover, but
No, that was the trading card on Absolute
That's
Book
beautiful.
2.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
Inkspots colored it, and I drew it. So, yeah, Inkspots did all the background and stuff. He's a beast. Yeah. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That's going to be a fun project. We already have two pages drawn and colored.
I backed it yesterday.
Oh, you backed Absolute yesterday, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Appreciate-
Absolute. Yeah.
Appreciate that, brother.
You're welcome.
The,
Let me grab that link.
The what's it called? The value, if you're into art, on that book is pretty crazy. Seeing the $25 tier, and people are getting an insane amount of trading cards and stickers and prints. And
one reason why I was late, I was like a month and a half, 2 months late, and I felt really bad. So I started hitting up my artist friends, be like, hey, can you draw me a card? And then Matt Barr, who does Rock and Roll Ninja, which everybody should go check out, he did a triptych card set. So I'm like, you're insane. So that added a lot more. And then I did the prints to make up for the lateness and apologize. So yeah, dude, I'm not going to make any money on it, and I don't care, because it was a lot of fun, and I'm appreciative to everybody for backing it.
it's one of Crackhead's favorite books.
Dude, yeah, Crackhead's awesome, dude. I've known him for a while, so he's a very cool dude. I'm gonna be on actually his channel tomorrow night with Inkspots. We're gonna be talking comics and stuff. It's gonna be fun.
Is that true, Rob? You never donated to GoFundMe?
Why would I?
GoFundMe.
He's pushed you to come out of your shell.
He's pushed me towards a bullet. That's what he's pushing me towards. I know.
Lucky we don't have any guns here in Australia.
I know.
You're in trouble.
You guys aren't allowed to have guns?
Nah, they don't.
No,
Not
we're not allowed to have fun here, Camel.
You can't even
Everyone
have
has
you
guns
can't have pepper spray here. There was literally, this is a true story. A woman was about to get raped in a park not too far from here. She was carrying pepper spray and used it on the guy. She got arrested and charged for assault.
Did your eyes hurt, Mike?
Oh, man. Brutal.
2 for 2.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And that's the end of the stream. Thanks, guys. For coming.
It's gonna be
See you
some
next week.
some shit jokes for
ended on a
2
high
weeks
note.
now.
Oh God, Eric. Oh, I don't know. One guy in Port Arthur shoots up the place, and no one can have fun.
Too soon.
Too soon.
No, you can have a gun here. It's extremely difficult. You can have a like a single action rifle if you're sort of rural and stuff, but it is difficult. Handguns, forget about it. You've got to be a member of a sporting club, and you can't have it assembled, and it's a whole rigmarole.
So no one has a minigun there.
I wouldn't think so. No.
Yeah.
Actually, there are quite a few guns here in Australia. There's like 30 million or something, but I don't know exactly whose hands they're in and in what context. But we have more guns in Australia now after the buyback and the ban than we did before. Just because back in the day, that event that Eric is bringing up was an American style mass shooting.
Okay.
It held the record for a long time too, didn't it, Bancroft? Like,
yeah, it was pretty horrific.
How many people died?
I want to say high 20s, low 30s.
Oh.
It was like, yeah, fish in a barrel. The guy had just a complete arsenal of stuff and went to a
35.
Went to a
35.
tourist attraction place. I'd just been there too.
You know how you hear those stories, right? You know, a friend of a friend. I have one around that, and I can't remember who the friend was, but he said his friend was emergency, like what if they call Australian like SWAT type thing, and that they could have taken him out around the 11th or 12th kill, and he went on to kill and didn't, yeah, and went on to I don't know, went on to kill 35 in total. Whether it's true, unlikely, but you hear these stories.
Yeah, like it was. This is the thing. Like the Americans don't really understand this. We just don't have that gun culture here.
Right.
It's not in the psyche. It never was. So an event like that, it was always destined. Whether it was that one or another one, the political will and the public will was absolutely there.
On the same side.
To start banning guns. It's just not like what I hear everyone is saying in the States. You've got that history with the Second Amendment and everything. It's just not. We don't have that at all.
If we had more guns, we wouldn't have lost the Emu War. Unqualified Comics says, does Australia have a national liquor like a local whiskey that is distilled there?
Foster's.
VB.
We are. No, we don't have a national liquor, but we do. Yeah, we're quite good at whiskey. Actually, down in Tasmania, I had a bottle of it once. It's like $200, and it's hard to get. And it's won international awards, but there's no. It's not like Russia has vodka, Scotland and has whiskey, and no, we don't have anything like that.
I just figured you guys had beer.
We just drink everything.
You drink beer, so I thought just drink beer.
We've got lots of really good wines too. Apparently, I don't.
Yeah,
drink
we're a
wine,
big
though.
wine growing country.
Yeah.
It's good climate for that.
This might be almost done.
Scotsman says, with so many creatures on your continent that could kill you dead, I'm surprised every person doesn't own 100-round mag Uzis. All the animals that can kill us, except for the crocodile and the cassowary, which are very isolated animals.
Dude, I didn't even know
They're
we
all
had
tiny.
cassowaries here.
Well, but we do in a tiny, tiny area up in, I think, North Queensland or Northern Territory or something. Jason, if you don't know what a cassowary is, it's basically a giant dinosaur bird that can, with massive things that will kill you, that will, gut you and then kill you.
Awesome. I like it. I'm a fan. Anything that does that, I'm a fan. Is it like a raptor?
Yes. Yeah, very much like a raptor. But it's only the mothers, and they have these massive mound nests.
Typical women.
And I guess if you go and start digging around in their nests, they'll go after you. But if you don't do that, you're probably going to be just fine. And if you don't go swimming in a crocodile-infested river or billabong or whatever, you'll be fine too.
Dude, take away all the fun. Don't rob some
Don't need to.
dinosaur's eggs. Don't swim with crocodiles. What am I supposed to do, man?
Mike, you know how like people are always worried about snakes and spiders and sharks and stuff here, and we're like, yeah, you don't have to be that worried. There is one insect we did forget to tell them about, the bull ant.
I just learned that the bull ant can kill. I didn't even know that.
What? I thought it just really like hurt, like stinging.
Oh,
it was like insanely painful.
It stings like crazy.
That's one bite from a bull ant, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh,
surely it must be a anaphylactic
reaction
that would kill you.
Wait,
you can sit on a.
Is it a bull ant or a bullet ant?
Bull, like the animal.
Because isn't there also a bullet ant?
There is also a bullet ant, and they call it that because of this bite. I guess hurts like. Yeah, you're right.
And I think what they do is, they're little bitches, you know, because they run off pheromones. So you can sit on their nest, and they'll all come out, but they won't bite you. So they'll wait until they've covered you, and then they'll send out the pheromone to attack, and then they'll all bite at once.
What
so
if you
don't
fart
realize you're covered on them?
Yeah.
You're covered with them until it's too late. So they do that as well. Yeah, they're pretty nasty.
Are they so small you can't see them?
No, they're big.
No, they're big.
They're big
they're
for
real
an ant.
big.
Yeah.
You never.
Why are you sitting on their nests?
I don't know. You're sitting on the grass and you don't realize you're on the nest.
Bancroft's kink. Don't kink shame.
My apologies, sir. My apologies. Not one to judge.
See you, Skip.
Later, Skip.
Who? What happened? Who left?
Skip Edwards.
Who?
He's leaving. Skip Edwards. He's a good dude.
I don't know.
Unqualified Comics says, "What's your favorite meat pie, Bancroft?" 4 and 20. It's the only meat pie.
I don't really have a favorite. I like a lot of them. I like steak and pepper. I like steak and mushroom. Normal
Shepherd's pie, overrated.
Shepherd's pie is
overrated.
Is pretty good. Yeah, they're all good. I don't really get into the chicken ones that much.
Oh, I love chicken. Chicken's my jam.
Yeah, chicken's great, but I don't really dig the chicken pie.
Loretta Silver member says, "How often do you see venomous snakes?"
Well, I'm 41, and I've seen come across about 5 in my whole life.
I reckon I'm probably about a dozen, but I lived on a farm.
It depends on what. Yeah, it depends. Rob lives out where there are kangaroos.
Yeah.
Is it scary?
Keep in mind, though, no. These are all they're all snakes that if they bite you, you can absolutely die quite quickly.
Yeah,
but don't go over there and kick him in the head. I mean, it's not that big, you know? If you see a snake, don't go near it.
They never attack like unwarranted or anything. Like they'll always attack.
Not generally.
No. I see. Okay.
No, they're not like black mambas in India or cobras or rattlesnakes or anything like that. They're
Rattlesnakes at least let you know they're going to bite you.
Well, that's how most bites occur. Like you don't know the snake's there, and you step in on it or really near it.
Do you guys hear about that a lot in the paper? Like someone died of a snake bite?
No, I don't.
I mean, it happens.
Snake death in a while.
Yeah, there has been, but it's people get bitten, and you know they go to the hospital and they get an anti-venom. We got loads of anti-venom. What you really have to worry about is pets, and a dog will just go up and attack.
Ooh. Yeah,
and young children.
But if you do see a snake here, it is a pretty good chance that it's one of the deadly ones.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So the one here, the latest one I saw, and I was walking home from work, and there on the footpath was a common brown, and that's the second most venomous snake in the world. That's like you've got half an hour to get to the hospital.
Oh wow.
Did you kick it in the head?
I didn't kick it in the head. I was about to walk on it. I was on my phone like an idiot, I knew I shouldn't have been because I was walking through a park, and you just got to have a better sense of your surroundings. But I was on my phone, just probably looking at Twitter or something, and a woman says snake, and I stop, and a few
badger
yards, there was a brown just.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain things like that you're taught here as you grow up. You don't go walking in long grass, carry a stick, and beat the ground when you're walking. If you do, you don't put your shoes on if they've been outside. Like just common things. Like don't go swim in a rip.
What's a rip?
Things that people don't know when they come here.
A rip is a current that you will have at a beach.
Oh, okay.
And so you're out there swimming, everything's fine. Then all of a sudden, you will get dragged out to sea.
Riptide. Okay,
like
gotcha.
all the way out. Yeah, riptide. Okay. And the only way to get out of them is to swim sideways. Swim across the beach. But people,
you can tell I'm very familiar with the ocean,
especially if there's like heavy waves and stuff.
Mo says the woman yelled snake, and Bancroft grudgingly allowed Rod to zip up his pants.
Highly complimentary.
Antoine says, did someone say common brown?
Yeah, that's what it is. Common brown.
It's a good one.
I got it.
There's the red-bellied black snake. There's the common brown. The most deadly is the inland. This is what I'm saying. The most deadly is the inland taipan, also known as the fierce snake, which is an oxymoron because it's incredibly timid, and it lives in a tiny area in the middle of the outback where no one could possibly live. And Steve Irwin once traveled out there to lie down with it. And it comes up and it's over his body, over his hands, and it's licking his face and stuff. And if he had have been bitten, it wouldn't bite him. But if he had have been bitten, he's done. If there's no, you're done.
Yeah, that man was
the most venomous snake in the world.
That's the thing that gets me about Steve Irwin's death, right? Like the things he did while he was alive, handling snakes, all the dangerous animals that could have taken his life, and it was a stingray.
Yeah.
Who reported deaths ever in the world?
Crazy.
Well, I guess when he was swimming over it, like his shadow overcasted the stingray, and it probably thought it was like something coming to get it, and so it lashed out. Yeah. Like that's the theory behind of what happened.
And it was stuck in him, and he pulled it out, and that's what killed him. I'm not sure if that's true, but
I heard that too.
Yeah.
What? Because all the blood started coming out.
Yes, I assume.
I think he was done for. Anyway.
I think he was done no matter what.
He had a big spear through his chest.
Yeah. You're not coming back from that.
It's barbed.
What do you think he was thinking?
So
you think he was pissed?
I think he was overjoyed.
He actually said no. He actually said he was just stoic. He was apparently very stoic about it. He just looked up at his friend and said, "Mate, I think I'm done," and he just died.
Yeah, I watched like a documentary type thing on him, and that dude was like in constant pain from neck injuries and stuff like that, and he still went out every day and did what he did. Like that's a man's man right there. You don't get any more alpha.
He was a living legend.
Yeah, you don't get any more alpha than that dude.
And he was the real deal. Like he was a proper crocodile hunter.
Yeah.
Is he like a celebrity there?
Yeah. He's probably one of the most
national treasure,
beloved Australians.
Yeah.
Even when he was alive, he was just like, I've never heard a single person say anything bad about him. I mean,
and his kid's doing the same thing now.
Yep.
And his son is a spitting image, and his daughter is a bit of a celebrity, but yeah, they all work at the same zoo that he built. Well, it was his parents, but he kind of made it this big attraction. But the whole point of it was wildlife sort of preservation, and because these crocodiles, they they're the last surviving predator in Australia. So there used to be other predators, but I think the Aborigines hunted them into extinction. And these crocodiles, they get insanely big. They don't die of old age. They just keep getting bigger and bigger, and they become a danger to themselves and others, and they have to sort of go out there and wrangle them. And that's what he did. Among other things, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, I like watching the old things about him. I watched him when
Funniest thing,
kid.
Sorry, go on, Chase.
No. I was just saying I was watching him when I was a kid. Go ahead.
The funniest thing I remember, he was in I don't know, some Indian jungle or something. He was just I think he was looking for Bengal tigers, and he came across a turd in the jungle.
He ate it,
and
didn't
he,
he?
you know, he's just like walking, and he's pushing things aside. He's probably got a machete, and he just goes, "Oh, look!" And he dives down onto the ground, and he picks up this turd. Poo! And he's just looking. It's like, "Whoa, it's just a beaut!" And he just puts it in his pocket. That's a tiger poo if ever I've seen it.
Oh,
you know, he's like, we're getting close.
That's great.
I mean, if we had a Steve Irwin of comics, he would sell so many books.
Oh yeah,
he's just infectious, that guy.
Yeah, because he's like a real life Crocodile Dundee. You know, Crocodile Dundee was a character that Paul Hogan made up.
Right.
This guy was a real deal. And there were a lot of fake kind of Bushman types that popped up throughout Australian television history.
Is Paul Hogan a national treasure?
Yeah.
He was here in like 1988.
He was here, yeah.
I don't think he's disliked.
To us, he was like
he's
the
disliked.
most genuine Australian there was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we loved Crocodile Dundee. He was like him and Indiana Jones. It was two guys you want like on your side when you're in the jungle.
Yeah,
that's right.
Miss Ray sent you a DM on Twitter that she wants you to respond to Bancroft at some point.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. So like this happens, Miss Rain. Please don't take it personally.
It's only you. Don't worry about it.
It's strictly business. No. I just sometimes it takes me a while to get back to.
He doesn't do it to everybody.
I've got to figure out my calendar and everything like that. So, and I don't like to figure it out too far in advance either, because I never know what's going to come up.
Well, you legendarily forgot about me and Plague 2 times, so it's okay. Only story.
I've gotten better with my calendar. I've gotten better.
I'm surprised you don't have more mortal enemies, Bancroft.
I have quite a few, and thank you everyone for trying to turn Eric Weathers into one of them.
That was me.
Helpful. And John Malin.
And John, yeah. Well, actually, Bancroft had this amazing idea of putting calendar on CG Now, and so I think that you could start putting your schedule on there so people know when they can come on your show.
No.
But it was 100% your idea.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we know that.
Yeah.
I have had someone sort of mix up the idea of, is this me getting on your show if I go on your calendar? And I was like,
oh really?
Not necessarily. That's a separate thing.
You better put a kibosh on that quickly. Mel B wants you to answer her DMs.
Uh-oh. You're in trouble now.
Look. What have you said?
Mel just sends me funny shit, like
funny shits.
Funny stuff. She hasn't sent me. She's just trolling me.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I've been ignoring her all night. So
yeah, she's been in Camel's DMs, not my DMs. She meant
really
Camel.
fine line.
Read my DMs.
We had an absolutely banging stream last week, Bancroft. I think we added 30 plus subscribers from that one show we did on Thursday, And you also
Yeah.
added a lot, didn't you, this week?
Yeah, I think I added about 40.
Wow, that's
wow.
impressive.
Nice, man.
What about you, Camel?
So,
I don't care about subscribers. I get members. I get people who actually pay. Yeah, so whatever.
You got to let me have something. You got to let me have a little.
You'll get nothing. You get nothing.
Good day, sir. Good day, sir.
Sam Rogers, when is the truth about CG Part 3? Yeah, what's going on? Why are you not doing any work?
I'm just busy, guys. I get to it when I get to it. It's coming.
Mel says Camel doesn't ignore me. Yeah, I'm just getting
That's
really
right, baby.
weird.
True gentleman.
This is getting too real. Can we abort this joke now?
All right, fine. All right, let me text her. I'm going to say, lay off your husband. Hold on.
All right, what time is it?
So you've drawn this well pretty well.
Are you still drawing the well?
Yes, there's a
Jeez,
lot
oh,
of
man.
little details that go into this well.
Hmm.
Every rock has like a shadow edge, and then it sort of fades out to white with lots of little lumps and bumps.
But don't
And
you?
I'm talking
no,
as well. I told you. I can't draw and talk. It's too much
You
for my
say this
brain.
every week, and when I'm like, well, why don't you do this and that? You're like, well, I'll just do it with the colors. I add the shading with the colors. So why are you adding so much shading now?
Because this is going to be quite dark. So this is already in shadow. I can't. See, I have an answer for you, Rob. I have to do this in the inks, in the details, and plus it is quite a large panel, so people will actually be able to see it. Sometimes if the panel's smaller, like people will see me draw stuff and they'll go, "Oh, you should do that better," and I'm like, "It's a tiny panel. Don't worry about it. No one's gonna see it."
So you've been working on this.
Get fucked. Somebody told me to just do it better and be like, excuse me.
Do it better. So you've been working on this well before the stream, and we're an hour into the stream, and you're still working on the well.
Dude, he takes fucking ages.
I see why the first one was late.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
I'm not a seasoned professional. I don't know how to draw
Or
fast.
professional.
I just do.
I'm not a seasonal professional either, and I've put 2 books out so far.
Oof. Well, hang on. How long are those books?
The first one was 43 pages. The second one was 56.
Well, my first book was 70.
Oh yeah,
Two pages.
Let's just flop our books out on the table.
Plus the interviews. This one is 90. So it's more like I've done 3 or 4. Let's say
I don't see 4 books out.
Mo Biggs, Bancroft, can you let Earth's Best Entertainment on for 30 seconds to introduce himself and his family-friendly furry fiasco?
Is he in the chat?
Yeah.
All right, 30 seconds.
I thought I was Earth's Best Entertainment.
Do you want to send him the link? Do you have his deets?
I don't think so. Let me have a look.
What's your Twitter? Earth's Best Entertainment. That's the only way we can organize this. Look at Mo trying to start up trouble. Usually he's trying to turn me into B-Rose. B-Rose is the CG filter.
He's at work.
No, he's at work.
Oh, sorry.
Dodged a bullet there. I'm joking.
The clock started as soon as he sent the link out. You better get here in 30 seconds, say his piece, and leave.
Rob only gave David feed the other day 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, and we got him 4 or 5 backers, didn't we, Bancroft?
David Feed's a good dude.
How many did you get on your show?
10.
Okay.
How long was he on your show?
Yeah, an hour. He was only on
An
my
hour,
show
you
for
gave
3
him a
minutes.
Gave him a good
I
plug.
mean, you got me plenty of backers, sir. So not one to complain.
Well, it's the chat. I
I am.
just present.
I think it's all you. I think it's
I'll
your
accept, I'll accept.
gorgeous sex appeal.
Oh, I don't
Hear
think
that,
that's
Rob?
it at all.
Mind you, it is 4:30 in the morning, and I'm delusional.
Pretty
so
sure that's
Okay,
100%
alright, okay.
not the case.
How's Camel going?
I did this frame.
Good
and I
commentary.
did this frame. What's that? Oh yeah. And now I'll start in on this. So I don't want to really give the story away, but this is kind of the beginning of the third act.
Get back the featured tier on Camel Moon. It's Hail Salad.
What's that?
Oh
dude?
yeah, someone dropped some money on your
Oh yeah, we sold
Okay.
the $1,200 tier, which is awesome. Now I'm
Ooh.
in the $1,000 club. But also
Nice.
we got 37 extra backers in the last 4 days.
What?
People are like, oh yeah.
Nice.
So
Man.
that was
FOMO.
kind of
I'm telling
awesome.
you, Marlon's onto something.
Mhm.
because you complained about Indiegogo. You got 37 backers. That's impressive.
Yeah, I know, amazing. So and now I'm just waiting for them to shut it down. So if you guys still want it, get it literally right now. I don't know when it's coming down. It should be coming down next couple
What if
hours,
then?
I
What if they
think.
don't shut it down and you just like inadvertently called their bluff?
Well,
Well, I mean, bye bye.
I missed out on something. Why would they shut it down?
They
I
have a
mean,
new
no,
thing
I
now.
got an email from them yesterday, and they said, we're currently looking into it. We're going to make sure that you can keep your campaign up or something. I was like, no, it's coming down. It's coming down now. I have no interest in like doing this back and forth nonsense.
Yeah, so it sounds like you did call their bluff. So essentially,
Oh,
what
yeah.
happened is they've got these new terms of service. I don't remember exactly when they came in. Probably a few months ago. It's part of their trust and safety thing, where if you are late on delivery, they sort of escalate, because we already knew that they ask people for, hey, like, how are you going? You know, do you need any help, sort of thing. And then now it's like, show us proof. You know, if we demand evidence that, you know, like
Right.
invoices and purchase orders and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So
And I
Camel declined
just
to
said
do
no.
that. So they're like, well, we're going to have to take your campaign down. It's like, all right. Well, it's
Good
kind
luck
of
with that.
open.
Yeah. So I told him, yeah, wasn't doing that. I said, you guys do what you need to do. And they said, you got 5 days. I said, all right, well, I was going to take the campaign down anyway, because the book's about done. So I was like, whatever, I'll
Right.
rally now instead of a month from now. So it doesn't really
Right.
make a huge difference to me. So then they sent me an email and they were like, well, we also need photos of your purchases. And I was like, well, go check the updates. I've been updating it. It was photos, tons of photos of all the standees and whatever. So it's there. And then they were
Right.
like, oh, someone's currently looking into this and we'll get back to you shortly. I was like, all right, see ya. I don't care. So,
What the hell is Mortal V's avatar here of Patrick? What is going on there? And
That's
Triangle or
Patrick
something?
showing the Illuminati.
oh,
Patrick and I are on the same page on this stuff. We know the truth.
which is what?
The truth is out there.
That's the X-Files. That's not the
Did
Illuminati.
you hear
that's the X-Files.
Jillian? What's her name? Jillian Anderson.
Jake Gyllenhaal?
She said she'd come back to the X-Files if it was more progressive.
oh yeah,
Mm.
that's what we need. That'll be helpful.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Should
It
be,
was already pretty super
Scully and
progressive.
Mulder.
It was about like a a real kind of she was the sort of the
Voice
the
of reason,
brains,
really.
the
Yeah.
voice of reason, in that show.
What was your
What a
favorite
cancer.
episode from X-Files? Do you have one? I have one that I
I just
always
like the
sticks out
ones
in my
with the
mind.
smoking man. I thought
Yeah,
he
he
was
was
really
pretty dope.
intriguing character.
I like the one. You remember the one where they go on the boat from the past? They go on this boat, and it's like still in World War II, and no one, and like they don't know. It's part of the Philadelphia experiment or something. I can't remember exactly, but that was a pretty good one.
I don't remember that one. I like the one where they go see the freaks at the circus.
Oh, I don't remember that one at all.
These are great memories. I don't remember. What was yours, Rob? You said
Well, Hung and Dung says Jillian gets hotter as she gets older. Does she? I don't know. Dude.
She's held up quite well.
She's held up, yeah.
She was in Hannibal.
She wasn't.
She was Hannibal Lecter's psychiatrist, and they got it on.
Oh, they did? I stopped watching. I didn't realize that they got together.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, in the book, it's actually Clarice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's Clarice and Hannibal get it on, but they didn't do that in the movies.
My favorite is the one where the guy stretches himself really thin and like.
Oh, that one was terrifying.
Yeah,
that was the best one, man. That was so good.
That one freaked me out. How old was I? Like 14, 15 or something? Watching X-Files on a Wednesday night at 8:30.
I remember.
Shit. I used to actually go over to a girl's house and we would watch it together. We get all like close.
And you're like, show me your X-Files, baby.
Nah.
She's like, Michael, no. Okay.
See you, Miss Rayner. I will respond to your DM, I promise.
Potentially.
I like the one with Deep Throat. You know?
You would.
Mm.
You walked
That was
right
my
into
favorite
that
one.
one.
Do not recall this episode.
The guy, his original source for all the stuff.
Right. Oh, yeah, but I don't recall it.
It's quite old. I mean, we're talking a long time ago.
I'm quite old.
I used to watch. I would watch that, and then Sliders was after that. Do you guys remember Sliders?
Ah, dude, I remember Sliders.
Sliders was great. Well, the first season was great. After that, it was pretty crap. But I liked Sliders a lot.
How many
I
TV
just thought that was
shows?
a cool concept.
How many TV shows from back then you think are actually awesome, but if you went back and watched them now, that'd be terrible. But that's all we had.
I don't know if they would be terrible considering what TV shows we have out now. So
no, that's true.
Well, I think it's the effects that don't hold up. Because I tried to watch Sliders like 5 years ago, and it was not working. I was like, "Oh, this looks pretty terrible." But the show is fine.
Even
it's
with the bad effects,
right.
I love Next Generation. I watch that.
I can't get into Star Trek. I just can't get into it. I tried.
I keep trying. There's a Next Generation like channel on my TV. It's all it is Next Gen. And sometimes I put it on, but I'm like, I don't know who these people are, and I don't know why Whoopi Goldberg is here. And
then I'm like, I just lose.
She was actually a good character. She was actually a well-loved character.
Was she?
She was.
Mo says,
she was like
no
she was like a watcher kind of character.
I have suffered enough.
Ooh.
Oh, I hate watcher characters. That's just lame. I'm all powerful, but I'm going to stand here and do nothing because it's up to you.
She's
guys
she's
to
like,
determine your
I'm
own fate.
I'm
Fuck
I'm
that.
centuries old, millennia old, maybe. I don't know how old she is, but she's like super old, and now she's got a job as a bartender on the Enterprise, so she can be there to see what happens.
As a bartender, that's fucking weak. It doesn't make any sense.
The bartender gets to talk to everyone. You get to know everyone.
I liked
She's not in any
Riker.
danger.
He was a good character.
I
He
liked
was-
the Riker. You know the Riker, the maneuver.
Oh
So
yeah,
you sit
yeah.
down
that
on a
was cool.
chair, or you stand up and put your junk right in someone's face.
I know.
That's a power move right
that's
there.
just a power, yeah.
Yeah. Always lead with your crotch.
I think actually a
And
lot
I
of
got
those
my
shows
wife.
are pretty good.
That's
But I think a lot of shows today are good too. There's so
what?
many TV shows, no one could ever watch them all. It's just insane.
like
but
what shows today
there's
are
good
good?
ones.
Give me an example.
Last Kingdom, we just finished it. It stuck the landing
Okay.
brilliantly. And freaking Michael Odin came to me and he's like, it's not historically accurate. And Neff was like, you're such a nerd, Odin. That show did 5 seasons of amazing storytelling, and then it stuck the landing. It was great.
Wasn't
Loved it.
there like an episode where they were going to get attacked and they didn't fortify the castle or some crap, and all the bad guys just rode in on horses.
Maybe I can't remember. I don't know.
I did like Reacher. Reacher's good.
That sounds like
Reacher's
Walking
good.
Dead.
Reacher's
I think Walking Dead did that, Rob.
But I mean,
no,
like,
but they're right. There are good. There are
dancing.
plenty of good TV shows that they're
well,
making.
when
right now.
when you say TV shows, I think of like NBC, CBS. I don't really think like Netflix.
No,
Amazon.
I think Netflix, HBO,
Yeah,
Amazon.
when I hear TV shows, I think like just shows that are on regular everyday TV that people can watch.
I didn't even know that people watch everyday.
Yeah, dude,
regular
there's some
TV
crap.
show.
It's all garbage. It's all garbage. But yeah, no, yeah, like Arcane I thought was really good.
Arcane was brilliant.
Yeah,
Love Arcane. I want to leave some time between. I'm going to go watch it again.
Yeah, it's good. I just
especially if you're like if you're making a story yourself and you want to just sort of see the high point of visual storytelling. There's whole sequences that go for 10 minutes without people talking.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cool.
Yeah, Billy Basco recommended it. Really good.
And world building, like the world building in Arcane's crazy.
I couldn't shut up about it for like a month.
It was annoying.
Yeah, Billy and that bar turned me on to Arcane. It's really good.
I really liked Banshee. That was an absolute cracker of a TV show.
I heard good things about Banshee.
So good.
Never heard of it.
It's got Anthony Starr in it. Obviously, before he did The Boys.
I haven't seen The Boys. All these things, they're on things that I'm not subscribed to, and I refuse to subscribe to anything else.
I want to see The Boys. They just haven't.
The Boys' first season is good. The second gets a little but I liked it overall. It was okay overall.
I agree with
Mo's actually watching Banshee. There you go.
Oh yeah, awesome. I agree with Eklund. They say Reacher is okay, but since the rest is garbage, people treat it like a masterpiece. I agree, dude.
It's not.
Right.
I could see how that could be a valid point. Yeah.
Mo says Bancroft wouldn't like Banshee. There is a lot of female nudity and no dongs.
Yeah, it sounds like a no for me.
Camel would love Banshee. It's got hot chicks in it.
I watched Gotham. You guys ever see Gotham?
Gotham.
Is that the CW thing?
Yeah.
No, it's not that bad. It's from Fox. Me and my wife watch it. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. I'll give you. It's fine.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Gotham.
Yeah.
Is that the one where Batman is a kid?
Yeah.
It's more about Jim Gordon.
Yeah, we watched that for a little while. It got a bit kooky.
Yeah, well, that's why I like it. It starts out like this sort of earnest, real deal, and then it turns totally into Schumacher territory, and I'm like, whatever, I'm with it.
If you focused on a detective, is it? No, hang on. It's what's his face, but he starts off as
Gordon.
a detective.
Yeah,
Gordon.
yeah.
I don't know, dude.
He's not the
Jada's
commissioner
role
yet.
as Fish Mooney was so terrible. Oh,
Well, that's so. Yeah, I agree. And I was telling my wife, she's like, I hate this character. I was like, don't worry, she won't be around forever. The show really picks up when she dies.
Yeah, once she's
Thankfully.
gone, it got a lot better. It really did.
Yeah. It did. It's like it's really, really well written. Like even your boy talks about it a lot, and it's like it's really well made. It's just there's some cheese to it, and if you can get past that, which some people can't, so that's understandable.
Yeah, it was like the Riddler was just.
Well, there's a whole side plot where the Riddler and Penguin are like
I'm just
gay together.
gonna tell you riddles all the time.
Yeah, it's weird.
What was that? Sorry.
It's weird.
There's a whole side plot where Riddler and Penguin are gay together.
It's really
I actually
awkward.
did like the Penguin in that show. I thought the Penguin was interesting.
I thought he did well. He did okay.
And it, as a fan of the comics, there's a lot of stuff in there like nods to storylines and stuff. You're like, oh, that's cool that they recognized it or did their take on it, So I appreciate some of that stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right, I appreciate y'all having me on, but I gotta get to bed. I gotta work in the morning.
All right, let's go
All
full
right,
screen
man.
and have a look at your piece. Can you zoom out a bit, Jason, so we can see it?
I can try to. I kind of have it set up weird here. So my
Yeah,
apologies, but
looks awesome, dude.
thanks, man. Yeah. There we go. So he's just
I like
oh,
your style.
gone.
It's very unique.
Crotch shot.
Oh, thanks, man. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like a
people have
Sam
crotches,
Keith kind of
so-
look.
Yeah, he is an influence. Jonathan Wysiak, Bill Sienkiewicz. You know, I like all those guys.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, Hung Dung says highlight El Jefe's comment. I'll leave that up to Bancroft if he wants to.
Jason, I'll see you in the members room at Camel Moon because that's where all us cool kids hang.
Sweet, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, this was fun. I had a good time. It's just a tad late for Jason because he works. So, but I appreciate you guys having me on.
Thanks for coming on, Jason.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, have a good night.
See ya.
I do like the dude from Reacher though. I remember he like the first time I saw him was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He plays like the two fat guys. One of the fat guys when they were younger. He's actually really good. Mo, what do you think of Banshee dude? I would be curious to know.
Well, he's on season 3, so he must think it's all right.
Good characters in that show. What do you guys in chat recommend on TV? Is there actually anything good to watch?
I saw, like, I read an article, like, you know, the most watched things on Netflix. I hadn't heard of a single one of them.
Yeah,
It's
but
all
everything's
Korean
so
stuff.
woke now. I can't watch anything. I'm just like, oh god, I want to tear my fucking eyes out watching it.
I was
Yeah, even good stuff will have woke moments in it, and he's like,
Yeah.
like
Get outta here.
Blacklist. You know, that was always they're just like,
Oh,
okay,
mate.
and the writers wanted to preach for a little bit.
Blacklist is such a weird show. That episode they did Bancroft where they did like the 3D computer graphics was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. It was so bad I couldn't stop watching.
Camel, have you seen it? I've got to show. If you haven't seen it, I've got to show you.
No,
Yeah,
but
bring it
Bancroft
up
told
if
me
you can.
about all of it. Like all of it. So
God. Okay.
that's the one with James
Dark.
Spader, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's and also Dark, and then there's also that show that
Love Burn Notice, dude. That's a
Lord
great
Crackhead
show.
is really into. What's it from? They're so serious and intense. I watch TV to relax. Either while I'm drawing or at the end of the night. Some of these shows are so intense. I don't want to for instance, I couldn't watch what's the one where they break out of prison?
Prison Break.
Prison Break.
There you go.
Fucking hell.
I tried to watch it and I was like, I can't keep going. It's like I'm getting stressed at the end of the night. I'm going to bed stressed out. This is not what I want. I want to like just chill out a bit.
My wife loves that show. She loves that show.
Oh, I'm sure she does.
The problem with Prison Break is like once they got out of the prison, it was kind of like you don't really care anymore.
That's always what happens with
Yeah.
these kind of shows with a premise like that. You know, they kind of move past the premise and then it just turns into a weird soap opera. That's what happened with Orange is the New Black.
Well, that was weird too, because
weird lesbian fucking
that show was focused on Piper, and then it shifted to being like a drama about the girls.
an
in the
ensemble.
prison. Yeah, I was like, what?
prison-
It's really weird. I was like, all right, I guess that's what we're doing.
Clayton and Corey love Yellowstone. I haven't watched it. That's about
I
I would
can't
definitely
watch
watch Yellowstone.
what's
What's
it
wrong
about?
with it?
tried. It's so boring.
It's
Wanna
about
pull my
those
fucking eyes out.
two
Oh, that's
families.
pretty good to me.
What's their names again? Like the
Well,
O'Malleys and the something?
It starts like the first couple episodes are okay, but then I just was like, I was so bored to tears. It's like just nothing happens.
Dude, I find myself watching like 3 or 4 episodes of a show, and then just never watching the show again. It's happening all the time. Has anyone watched Undone? Never even heard of them.
This is what I'm saying. There's so many shows out there, haven't even heard of them. They're just pumping them out at a crazy rate.
Yeah. The Gordon Goodbrother channel says it's not easy to commit to watching anything. That's so true, dude. El Jefe says my kids aren't allowed to watch anything made in the last 10 years. Don't allow woke indoctrination into my household. Halt and Catch Fire? I've never heard of that either.
Oh, that's great. That's probably one of the best shows I've ever seen. All 4
Really?
seasons are really, yeah. It's like the writing is just, it's on
See,
the money.
I've never even heard of it, and you're like, it's one of the best shows I've seen. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's better than Mad Men, better than Sopranos. It's just incredible.
What is it, Bancroft? Camel.
It's about like the sort of early tech wars in the 80s, about like trying to get the first like a PC to market, and about all of the
awesome.
Yeah, it's about all the backstabbing that goes on, and like all of the IP stealing. It's phenomenal. It's literally one of the best shows I've ever seen. It was an AMC show. It might be on Netflix. I caught it on Netflix. But yeah,
okay, I'll check out Netflix. AMC are usually notorious for not putting their shows on Netflix, but if it's old,
yeah,
that
like
sounds
well, I mean,
great.
Mad Men's on Netflix.
Yeah, you know, once it gets past a certain age, you know, they'll
your Netflix is different to our Netflix. Our Netflix is like
no, I got access to all kinds of Netflixes.
Of course you do, living in your mansion.
No, it's called a VPN, Rob. Anyone can get one. They're quite cheap and affordable, and
mansion boy.
Anyone with money.
Mike, you're down to what, 50 copies of the Lucent now?
Yeah, they're over there on the shelf. There's a bit more than 50. There's probably like 60 or something. But I sold another 2 today. So yeah, they're going fast. And I don't know. I was thinking I would have some on the campaign. You know, get the first edition. So I'd have the new book with the new cover, and then also the first edition, but maybe not. At this rate, maybe not.
Has anyone in a second campaign, offered original prints from the first campaign at a higher price?
I would. That's what I was planning on doing.
Okay, because that's what I'm asking. Because I'm like, it's not a terrible idea. It's like, look, at this point, it's out of print, and I'm not making any more. And if you want, like, you could easily sell that for like $30, and then sell like the second print with the new cover for $20.
Yeah,
and
that's what I was thinking. So
like,
it's got the it's written first edition on it. It's got the UV spot. So the new one most likely won't have that. It'll just be matte laminate. It'll be a different cover. So that one I would sell for cheaper.
Right.
And then this one, you know, maybe $30 or something, whatever.
Yeah,
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I got a question for you, Mike. I was going to ask you on Thursday, but asking now. So when you do issue 2, you're going to have a new cover for issue 1, right? So when you go on to the next one after that, so issue 3, are you going to have a new cover for the issue 2 as well? Like, are you going to keep making it?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's good.
And that's the way to do it. So there'll be the first edition, and then you print some amount more, not a huge amount, but you know, some amount more, depending on how many you sell. And then, that's the first edition, and then that cover goes. It's gone. It's never printed again. And you know, and that way, you can sell it at a higher price after the campaign. I already sell on eBay. It's slightly higher.
Yeah,
not by a huge amount, but a little bit.
Yeah,
I think it's the way to go. And it's like, and you know, you can, and that way, you know, you can solve that issue of, you know, these books are quite expensive by making the reprint cheaper than the original, because the original was the part of the crowdfund. It was, you know, getting the thing done and created and produced. Now you're just printing it. So I do expect to be able to make the second printing cheaper for the backers.
Antoine says,
I don't know if I'm going to do that
You got to read what he says, Bancroft, for the people.
Okay,
that
yes,
are listening. Come on,
right. Anton Dennison.
Fucking hell.
Teach me how to stream here. I told you I can't draw and talk at the same time. Anton Dennison asks, Bancroft, are you going to use the library art for a cover to your second printing? I had thought about printing a very limited run using that art, but no, I was thinking of doing all new art. I feel like that's part of the first campaign.
Yeah, I mean, I love that art piece. I think it's probably better than your actual cover. But I do think I wouldn't use it for free.
But what I was thinking of doing with that is printing up 10 copies, just 10, and giving them away to 5 people who sign up to the mailing list. Don't have to even back, just sign up, and then another 5 copies to raffle off after the first day of the campaign. So there's like 10 books in all that I give up, and they're just 10. 1 of 10. You will have 1 of 10. That's all it is.
Super rare. I like it, man.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Oh,
EVS is here, dude. If you want to come in and draw with us, you're more than welcome. We do this draw stream, so you're more than welcome to come draw in here. I'll send you the link, but if you're busy, no worries.
Jeremy says yes, he would like that. All right, there you go. Anyone who isn't aware, hold on a sec. All right. That is the print in question. So I'm thinking, because she's quite high up on the...
It's a beautiful... Hang on, let me go full screen. It's a beautiful print, dude. It really
I'm thinking
is.
The Lucent would have to go behind her. But that's okay.
that looks
special
sick.
One off. And then my name would go down here. It'd be quite balanced. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So I'll print 10 of these and then do a giveaway. So, like 5 people. So on the day of the launch, I raffle off 5 to just anyone who signed up to the mailing list. And then on the next day, anyone who backed gets a raffle, and I'll send it out straight away. It'll be like, a thing.
You got 63 people in here, so if you haven't hit like and subscribe,
must have had an EVS raid.
Yeah, well, he's in the chat now, so I assume he's ended his stream.
I think he said he would come on.
Yeah, he did. Sheila Aliens is in the house too. It's good to see you.
Sheila is doing great on Camel Nights.
Very impressed with her showing last
Very,
week.
very good.
She had a lot of
fucking
good points to make.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
Much,
and I can't think of anyone better. Literally nobody on earth.
It's like we were just really struggling to find anyone
any
who could fit the bill.
This is
nothing
keep up with the bands.
Yeah. I mean, thank God she showed up. I was gonna just stop doing the show. I was like, "This is it, guys." But
Mo wants me to hold the print next to my head for scale. It's
that's
a
not good scale, Mo, because Bancroft's head
long.
is not normal.
It's a 3 forward long print.
You'd have to hold it up next to Mel's head to get an actual real size.
We did that during fulfillment.
I remember I asked you to do it.
Bad. That was
bad. Brutal.
I didn't realize it was that big. God damn it. You make me want to put my hat on.
Oh, they're talking about Banshee. Yeah. Good show. Bancroft has a beautiful head from Jamie Max, dude.
Thank you. Finally. Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit lumpy. But
Model V, is a huntsman spider bigger than Michael's forehead?
No. Oh, actually, there is one. There is one that I've seen, which is so obscenely large. It was out on a farm. That one was bigger than my forehead.
John says, notice Rob isn't asking for Sheila Aliens to join the panel tonight.
Yeah, he's jelly.
He's jelly.
Clearly.
Well, it is a draw stream, so
it's been established that
it's not
not
an AI art stream. Although I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe Sheila does draw. I don't know.
No, I mean,
I mean, any opportunity for Rob to talk less, I'm for. So if that involves bringing Sheila on, I'm okay with that.
Look, I'm happy that she's doing well. Fucking bullshit.
Hey, you do okay on the video game stream. I only wanted to get rid of you twice, and Bancroft both times was like, let's give him another shot.
God damn.
Yeah.
Antoine actually has a question. He goes, how do you guys feel about book ratings like target audience, maturity, etc.?
Well, there's a new book rating coming out. The
no, that is not real.
They're gonna rate it black or white or.
Yeah,
that's the future.
That's for anyone who watched Camel Knights. I mean, if it's like really, really intense gore, I would like to know beforehand.
Why?
Because I'm not really into that sort of stuff, and
that's the best part.
I think if your book is all ages, it's a good idea to sell on that anyway. Anyone can read it, because a lot of us have kids, and we do pass on our comics to our children. But I think for most comics, it's not really an issue. If it's just normal violence, a little bit of swearing, it's not that necessary.
Texas Mofo says, I totally fell for Camel's book ratings. What's that about?
No,
Camel?
you didn't. They were no.
They were hilarious.
So
we did an April Fool's joke.
Did you send Ethan the link there?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. If he comes,
we
might not.
We did a April Fool's joke where I had read an article for Bleeding Fool. They were like, "Can you do something real fast?" So I was like, "Yeah, they're going to do a whole new rating system, and it's going to be based off of diversity. So you can have books for trans people, books for Hispanic people, and there would be a big
And he was like,
H.
He was like, the books that are for black audiences will be labeled B, and they will go at the back of the store to ensure that they're in a safe place away from and then the books that are labeled W for white, they go at the front, so because what did you say, the white
because they have to get to their jobs, and they have to get in and out of the store real fast.
Spicy stuff.
It was pretty good. It was pretty funny.
I didn't believe it. I believed it for about 10 seconds.
Yeah, but here's the problem. You ruined the joke like halfway through.
I know. Well, it's not my fault. Where are you going?
Welcome.
I like Ethan's hat.
Hi, guys.
I like
Von
that hat.
Dutch.
How are you?
Good. I just finished up my drawing stream. I saw you working on this well. I read your YouTube comment about working on a well, and then how many times do you have to draw this well?
This is the last one. I thought I'd done them all. This is the last one. I forgot because I was like, well, this is from inside the well.
Wait, so you're looking up? Oh, I see.
Looking up. Yeah. They've pulled the bucket up, and there's actually a frog in that bucket. So I'm getting in on the frog, on the frog train, and so this will be. I think this is the last well in the whole book. It's probably the most detailed.
Yeah, if you pull up a bucket and there's a frog in it, like that's like really good luck. Like that's really good. You're gonna have a good week. The whole thing about the frog is it is sort of supposed to be sort of symbolic. So you bang on the money there. Rob doesn't get that sort of stuff, Ethan. He doesn't really
understand. Is hard for Rob. Yeah.
No, I'm a very basic person.
Literary symbology.
Yeah, literalism. That's Rob's go-to. That's his forte.
Rob is like, you remember what was it? Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy? That's Rob. Nothing goes over his head.
Yeah.
I like jokes.
Last Crusader for 5. Thank you. He says, one hell of a well. Yeah, I didn't realize. Thank you so much, Last Crusader. I didn't realize the puns and the dad jokes that drawing a well would encourage, but I appreciate every single one.
I mean, Ethan, if you feel like sharing what you're drawing on so we don't have to look at this well for another 20 minutes, that'd be fantastic.
You don't like it? You don't like looking at the well?
Well, I mean, you know, how long can you look at a well for? It's been an hour and 45. We're kind of pretty much at a breaking point here.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'll show you what I was drawing if you want to see it.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Sure, the people do.
I was drawing Liam Brown.
Oh my god.
It's
not expecting that.
Spitting image.
Yeah.
You are a caricaturist.
Well, I was.
That's how you started, isn't it?
At one point, yeah. You know, obviously not a very good one, but
no, that's a skill I don't have.
Yeah. So
I'm actually doing one. If you want to show that, Rob. Oh, look at that! It's EVS.
Let me see.
The nose is
how nice
uncanny.
that is. Yeah. Yeah, we were watching some of your old ones the other day. It was nice.
Very regal.
The day.
What inspired you to draw a angry Liam?
He's not angry. He's happy. He's doing his smile.
Oh.
Like he's not. Yeah, in my image, he's not angry at all. He's feeling good about himself. I don't know. I was just watching him, and I think I'm going to draw Liam. His head is so strange. Like I don't know. Like I want it. Like every time his facial expression changes, the shape of his head changes, and I wanted to try to get it. So that's something to do.
Well, the tone of the orange tone does tend to change depending on how angry he gets.
Oh yeah. Well, it's just it's nonsense.
Well hung and done says, let's see those EVS stripper heels, Camel.
I have him over here. He's got him,
What's he
while
talking
he's
about?
riding. He's riding his horse. He's riding Wanger, He's got him right here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then I have him over here. He's hanging out with Zach. Yeah, it's coming
Beautiful.
along.
Very sparkly. Is that your style?
Life
Ethan?
imitates art.
Ethan does not approve. It's done out of love, sir.
This has become awkward all of a sudden.
Don't mind me. Don't worry that I'm here looking at this shit. Don't mind me. I'll show you the other
hang
thing.
on.
I was drawing a page of Wreck Planet. I just finished it in the in my chat. So this is what I was doing. And it's a boring page. Like it's not like exciting or anything. But I like Lily here. I like Lily pushing the door closed. I like this panel. No, I take it back. This page fucking rules.
I like how you just put black inks down and it works. I mean,
dark.
I can't do that. I find it amazing.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
What are you talking about? You got to use blacks as much as possible. That's what they're there for.
Yeah, well, obviously, I'm very
The
limited in
thing
my
is,
artistic ability.
Yeah, but for me, sometimes if I get too heavy on the blacks, it just looks like someone smeared ink all over someone's face.
Mhm.
But you live, you learn. You try and get better. That is a lot of detail in that hair. Is that maddening to do, or you enjoy that?
I actually like it. Yeah, I like to draw the noodly hair. It's fun. Like Lily's hair looks like this because it's fun. It's just my whole thing is, look, it's not like she's got a barber or anything. It's not like she's got a hairdresser. She lives in the woods, so it's a fucking mess. It's a tangle, and it's just fun to draw.
She's again the frog. She's got the frog pictures.
Yeah, this is Heather's mirror. You can see like this right here behind her, the this was from Diary of Heather Swain, the bedpost. You can see that Heather has a brass bed, and these are all just kind of cloaks, red cloaks that she wears. And then, of course, like right next to her mirror, she has frog art. She likes frogs. So, that's how you know it's Heather's room. And Heather's the one who has the red makeup pad to do the camo on your face. So Lily is getting ready to just to do her thing. I love it, man. Thank God we get to do comics. It's so awesome.
It is. It's the best.
It's what, you wake up in the morning and you get there and start drawing. That's what I do. Drawing wells,
How much longer for this well, mate? We've been here an hour and 50 minutes.
No, I can't talk and draw. All right, things slow down.
Crackett says Bancroft always keeping the blacks down.
Man.
Wait, was that you, Bancroft, who said that you don't like to put blacks into your work? I mean,
not on the I look on the faces.
I thought it was Rob.
It's racist.
On the face, there's a lot of black in this well.
Yeah, look at that.
There's a lot of black, but this is like the most black that I use ever. Because I'm always worried with the faces. I feel like there's so much more.
So you got to do that black all the way around that. I know what you. So wait a second. Why is one side white and the other side's black?
Okay, so the light is coming in from this side, so the shadow should be sort of gradually coming in here, and then this side will be lighter.
Is there light in the well?
This area down here at the very end, it's going to be darker in the colors, so it's not going to be this much contrast.
I promise you, this is going to blow your mind. If you do that whole thing all the way around the well, it's going to look more like the interior of a well. Because the only real light source is coming from above, and there isn't much. And if you were to actually do black all the way around with just the tops of the bricks catching light, you are gonna wake up the next day and say, "Holy shit! It looks like I'm in a well." Yeah,
I'm loving this. This is fantastic.
More drawing of this
just
well.
Consistently, although there's no light in that well, there's no light inside the well, so half of it would not be lit up.
All right,
Mike. What you have to do is you have to bring up your frogs so Ethan can critique the frogs.
I mean, unless there is light in the well, why are we in the well?
No, I mean, just there's sort of light casting in from the side. So you're right; it probably wouldn't reach much further down than three or four layers of brick.
Now you can look at The Ring if you want to get reference for what it looks like to be in a well looking up. I mean, you can look at that movie, The Ring, and that's going to show you, because that's the whole thing. The ring is the ring of light at the top of the well. That's where but it's black. I mean, the further you get down in there, the darker it is, and really only the tops of the bricks catch light.
I'm gonna bring up some frogs. Rob wants to embarrass me.
Look at that. Hold on. No. Look, go back to the images you were looking at.
Go back to the well.
Go back to the images that you were looking at from The Ring. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. What did I just tell you? The one that's up there. Holy shit. See how the light is only at the top? It's dark all the way around the entire ring of the inside of the well.
Yeah. That's a good point. All
I
right.
just want to help you, Michael. Don't be mad at me.
This is what everyone does on this stream. I don't know. I feel like you get a lot more respect. I mean, you have a good 28 or so years drawing comics on me. But yeah, this is what happens. I draw in front of people and people tell me how I'm doing it wrong. That's pretty much.
Oh, I'm not telling you you're doing it wrong. I'm saying this is going to make your life so much better. It's going to make
it sing. Okay. Yeah, I dig it.
Mike, I told you all this stuff about the well, before we started too. So I'm glad he.
Me too. Yeah, my opinions matter.
Yeah. Me and Rob said the same thing.
EVS is sending his love down Bancroft's well.
Yeah.
Teflon Ron says, anything to get that well off screen. I know, right?
Well,
There is one particular frog, Bancroft, that EVS needs to have a look at because I swear it's not anatomically correct.
Is it the
Why are
frog
you
butt?
torturing Michael? What did he do?
This is
to
what he
you?
does. This is the whole
Nothing
show.
else to do.
Welcome to the show.
I think I know what frog you're talking about. You're talking about my bungy frog arms. That's what you're talking about, yeah?
I think it was like the frog butt.
The
from
frog
memory.
butt?
Yeah.
All right, hold on a sec.
Stephen says, what has more gravitational pull, Michael's forehead or Ethan's pie gut?
There's no gravity created by either of these things.
All right, let's have a look here.
Yeah, Draw
Right,
Streams is
so-
basically us roasting Bancroft. It's what we do.
Now, excuse the poor quality, but hang on, maybe see if I can get high quality display on. Might fix it up a little bit. But yeah, this is the first frog I ever drew.
Yeah.
So look, I had a crack. It comes out at the top of the bucket there, says hello, lends a hand, and there's the frog butt. Now, what's your issue, Rob?
It's the one on the left. So
His weird hands.
No, it's his back part, man. Like I don't think his back kicks out like that.
You're saying it should come in more like this?
Yes, that's exactly
This
what
is
I'm saying.
Nitpicking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I think you did fine, Michael.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's so funny.
Take that, Rob. All right. Off it goes. Whew.
I mean, nobody's perfect. You know, you make some mistakes, but that was pretty good.
I think fine from the Frog Father is pretty good. I don't know if you know this, Ethan, but my son is a fan of Cyberfrog. But he calls him Froggy Man.
Yes.
He's 4. He loves Froggy Man.
Froggy Man.
And he recognizes your face whenever, if you're on screen, is like he makes Froggy Man.
Yes. Hello there.
So he's
hello, little
eagerly-
Bancroft. Hello.
I made sure to get 2 of the figures so that he could destroy one essentially, which is what he does.
Good. I'll try to make them sturdy.
Trevor says, I guess we're settling for fine now.
Look, I'm not Wrightson. Like I'm trying my best, but I've got a 90-page book I'm trying to draw here. So it's like, let's get on with it. That's my motto. And if something doesn't come up, maybe as good as I could possibly do it, if I spent months and months focusing on how to draw frogs, I think that's a sacrifice I'm kind of willing to take to get the book done.
Yeah.
You got to share your screen again, Mike.
Oh, am I not? Not sharing the well? The mighty well? Can you highlight that comment from Mo at the bottom?
Yep.
He says, poor EVS. He came on to watch his favorite artist, Rob Arnold, at work, and Rob isn't even drawing.
I know, right?
Disappointing.
I've heard that all my life.
All right, so when are you going to color this? Or when are you going to put more blacks on the well?
I'm
Right
starting now.
Okay,
Right
good,
now.
let me
I
see.
mean, we're
Let's
starting.
see
I
how
don't
you
know.
do it. Because I see what
I'm
you're
just
doing,
gonna-
and it's like,
I'm tentative. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, you don't need to be.
You're just
See-
lucky that
on,
Ethan's
I
not here while you're cutting and pasting, Mike.
Yeah, Ethan doesn't like that stuff.
Didn't like that at all.
The Great Trace.
The tricks of digital.
Mm.
Yeah,
I would have
or
started
the-
at the bottom, Michael. I gotta be honest with you.
All right, okay.
And I gotta tell you what to do.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
I would start at the like the outer edge of bricks, because I know those are the darkest. Those are practically going to be solid black, and with just a tiny little edge of white, and then I would lighten up as I go up. I'd make the white edge, a little bit thicker with every row of bricks that I went up. And you don't need to do all that detail. That's not important. You're not looking at that. You're focused on the top of the well. You're not focused on the edges of the well. You don't want to distract the eye too much.
That's a good point.
As things get closer to our, I don't want to get in there. What are you using? What is that? Do you have a thicker? I don't know. It's like the pen you're using or something. I don't know.
Not thick enough?
Well, you're just.
What size pen would you use?
I don't know. I'm scared to just sort of paint over the whole thing.
Well, use a layer then, Michael.
Just do another layer. Do another layer. Yeah.
No, I don't want to do that.
Jamie Max says, "Why is Ethan bullying this young artist kid?"
This young artist of 41. Yeah. Just a strapping young lad, just trying to make his way in Comicsgate.
What are you doing, Michael?
I don't want to just like No.
I don't want you to do that either. That's not what I want you to do.
He wants you to do quicker and better, though.
I'm trying.
Don't make Ethan draw a well, Michael. It looks like that's what's about to happen. Antoine has sent something for you, Mike, if you're ready to see this.
If Ethan brings out his well skills, then I'm in trouble.
Are you ready for this?
Hang on. Antoine sent it to you or me?
Me. Ready?
Yeah.
That's me.
Is that Ethan to my well?
I think so.
Look at this kid. Look at this guy thinking he can draw a well.
I mean, if that's what I look like, I guess it is. That is what I look like. I'm just an old man at this point. That's not what I feel like. But I talk to this about how old I am compared to how I look and how I feel to Andrew all the time. I don't feel like I'm that old, but all right, hold on a second. Let me help.
Mo wants me to read something. Hang on, I better read this or he'll never forgive me. Mo Biggs, it's not thick enough. You can tell it's not the first time Bancroft timidly asked that question.
It's just the scribbling that really bothers me.
I know you don't like the scribbling. You more of a. I've watched many of your draw streams. But I guess I don't know. That's how I've done the whole thing. I mean, all this is done with scribble.
Yeah. So that what you're doing, Michael, like with ink, is you're creating textures, and that scribbling texture that you're using right now on rock makes it look like wood. You see what I'm saying? The way that you're using texture right now, that looks like the shadowy part of, say, a board of splintering wood. It doesn't look like stone. Now you got to start thinking about what stone looks like, what the dark, shadowy part of a rock would look like, and how can we achieve that with ink? How can we achieve a texture that looks different than wood? Because really, as an inker, you're meant to have a whole big palette of different textures that you can create with your tools. And that's what I would tell you to think about. And do you see how that looks like wood?
Yeah.
Okay. Congratulations. You've created a wonderful texture for wood. Like that's what you've done. That is your texture for wood. You add that to your palette. You've got that ready to go. But now we got to work on what stone looks like. And that's a whole different thing. That can't look like wood. That looks like it's going to splinter. It's full of splinters. And that's, it just... Why is Camel Moon laughing?
No, like seriously though, this is great though. I love this stuff.
All right, Mobig's comment. It was Mobig's comment. Sorry.
What is he saying?
He said that you should borrow my stone brush.
I got to use a fatter pen. I kind of draw what we're doing here. And we'll just see how this goes. I mean, it is
bring up Ethan's.
I'm trying to get all of us and Ethan.
Concentric rings.
No.
Now they're just rocks. They're just crooked. You know, they don't have to be perfect, obviously. The rings get bigger and bigger as we go around. Oh my God, I'm getting vertigo. Okay, so basically, this is what we're doing here. And we want to just have a little point here so that we know where the rocks are, the stones. I'm only doing this because I want to just show you like how to create a texture that will kind of read as the shadow of rock.
Jamie says, "Why is Ethan drawing a butthole?"
Oh, he must be behind the chat. He's looking at the Liam caricature.
Ooh.
All right, hold on a second. Let me get caught up here.
That was sharp.
Thank you. Okay, so more or less, this is what we're looking at. And what I would do is I would use a brush. I would go in and I would use a brush first and foremost. So let's get a brush here. This is the kind of tool that we'd probably want to use. And I would start out, first of all, just identifying the fact that this is the part right here that is going to be black. This is the part that we're going to let sit in the shadow. And I would do this. I would use chunky black strokes like this. Now, this is going to be as dark as it can possibly get. But see how they're just, I mean, what we're doing is we're just doing like this. Just random kind of like that. And that, when done, all the way around, and then when a little bit of detail is added, it's going to sing. You're going to be like, whoa, holy cow, Ethan. Is this what they teach you in American art schools? And I'm going to say, I don't know, because I've never been to one.
Yeah, they don't teach rock brush at Australian schools.
You have to learn over time. You're going to look at Bernie Wrightson. You're going to look at these great artists, these masters, and you're going to notice that like one thing that they do, because they all work with just pen and ink. They master textures because you need to have a variety of different things for the eye to look at. You've got to be able to translate different, soft things, hard textures, water. All of these things have to be kind of rendered with just the same tool. So the question is like, how many different textures can you create that will create different effects? Now, once you've got this, and I would say, now for the next one, give it a little bit more light at the top. But I mean, basically the same thing. Just not tiny little grains. What's picking up light here are little bits of like outcropping from the rock. You just go in with a smaller pen. Maybe this is too big or too small. And then you will just add things like this. The David Finch method here. I'm doing it. See if you can see. Just adding little bits of feathering inside some of the white spaces here. Small cracks. You're going to get more of a rock effect to the texture.
So what do you think, Mike? Are you going to implement Ethan's suggestions or totally ignore him and do your own thing?
He should totally ignore me and do his own thing. But I mean, going forward, it's good. Like, basically get in there and start thinking about creating textures that read as different things. And that could be a lot of different things. What you're looking at there could be rock, it could be water, it could be sand. Make it harder, make it,
I think I have considering this well is, I don't know, 90% drawn anyway. I think I'll just say, look, my well is made of different kinds of rocks.
It's a wooden well. It's a wooden well.
They're covered in mosses and lumpy things, and that's the way it's just going to be. But I absolutely do take your point. Inking is is sort of the next thing on my list of things that I would like to improve on. And I understand what you're saying about expanding the arsenal of tools, of weapons,
things that you could do. Yeah, you're absolutely your libretto. All right. So anyway, let's get back to your drawing. Beautiful work.
Thank you.
Looks good.
Mike, have you thought about, tipping the bucket over a little bit, just giving a little bit of action on that bucket?
Well, I did put some water droplets dropping off it. I don't know if I need to go a bit more on that.
Everybody's torturing Bancroft now.
But like when I first started streaming, I would sweat when because I never drew on stream before. And a lot of this stuff, like for instance, these wells that I've been drawing, these are the first wells I've ever drawn. So a lot of this stuff I'm doing it for the first time ever. So I would sweat, but then I just sort of learnt to lean into it. And now it's like, this is what they do. This is why people come to this stream, is to see me suffer, essentially.
Yeah,
and struggle.
because Ethan isn't streaming anymore.
That's true. Yes. That's normal.
Jamie says, Michael, have you thought about just starting off and doing it right?
Man, if I did that, I would never put the book out. That's the thing. Like, I always, what does Kennedy say? Just get it on the next panel.
Yeah, he does.
That's my motto.
There's always tomorrow.
Exactly. You didn't quite land it this time. Let's get it on the next one. I think that's good. I think that's a good motto to have when it comes to comics.
Mo says Bancroft has the worst case of swamp ass yet with Ethan watching him draw.
I'm actually not sweating. No, I was sweating way worse when Kyle was in here telling me how to color. That was. Yeah. Oh God.
Mortal V says first he fires Eric Weathers, then he shuns Ethan's recommendations. He's on a warpath.
What in the world? He's not shunning them. He's doing what I said.
It all started with John Malin, if you want to believe it. John, I don't know. He's trying to get Eric Weathers to turn for me.
The great instigator.
Yeah.
Kyle hates your guts though from your wife, Bancroft.
What?
Yeah,
she told me that.
She doesn't get it. She doesn't know. She's French. She doesn't get the bants. It's all in good jest. It's all in good fun.
Bancroft hates Eric. God, man, it's getting tense up in here.
I love and respect Eric, but
You're
No
fired.
one knows how our campaigns are going to go before they go live. Someone said I could I'll hire Eric Weathers as a stretch goal. What do you think of that idea?
It's terrible. I told you that. It's basically saying I'm going to make a book that's less quality.
No, I think I can do it. I think my letters are quite simple. There's nothing terribly difficult about them, especially now that I've seen how Eric does it. You know, I've learnt some of his moves.
Yeah.
I'm a graphic designer. I know typography. I know how to use all the programs. I know how to use Illustrator. It's just a time thing, you know. Do I want to spend that time when I could be doing other things? And it's also a money thing. It's a big book. It's 90 pages.
This sounds like
you know,
an F you to Eric to me.
Oh,
God. Yeah, don't say F you to Eric.
I know.
I never did, and I never will. And it's also
true, mate.
I used to do a
proof.
show, Ethan. I used to do a show with Eric and Vaughn and Rob and
you quit.
Clint, and I had to quit
You
because
quit
I'm
for
trying
another
to grow
show?
this channel. No,
Rob, you're
I'm
on the
trying to
same show. Rob, you're on our show too. What the hell are you talking
Yeah,
about?
but I didn't quit the show.
Yeah, but you're not playing the games. You know how much prep that takes? You're not allowed to play the games. There you go.
Yeah, you can't touch it.
Oh,
that is a doctored image.
Oh God,
Fake news. That wasn't
that
me.
is just terrible.
I know, how disrespectful. Unbelievable.
Yeah, people have the technology out there. That was Get Over It. Actually, he made that. He made
Beautiful
that image
job.
up. He's very good.
7:30, mate.
Okay, we gotta close this. Yep. All right. Yeah, we can go in 2 hours and 15 minutes. Thank you very much, Ethan, for popping in. That was awesome. And despite what the chat thinks, greatly appreciated. I do appreciate you giving some tips and pointers there.
Unasked for bullshit from me. I apologize. I really do. It's not my place to tell you anything. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Never apologized.
It makes it fun.
Bancroft should get a Dalkion cover. Apparently, everyone except Malin can get a cover. I did
God,
hear
could you imagine
through
that?
the grapevine. I heard through the grapevine that Dalkion watches the show and is a fan. So yes, I will be reaching out to Dal just to say hello and introduce myself. Basically,
Is he on Twitter?
No, I got to get his email or someone.
How are you going to reach out to him?
I don't know. We'll see.
It's going to be difficult.
I mean, I'm not in any rush. You know, we'll see. But thank you, Rob. Thank you, Camel. We didn't finish the well. I'll finish this tonight on the couch. Yeah, with my iPad.
Mel will finish the well on the couch.
And then you can all judge it on Twitter. How about that? That's how it works.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah. The biggest thank you of all goes out to the wonderful, amazing, spectacular, and incredible sexiest chat and all of CG. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I will see you in a couple of nights for the video game show and then late night with Comic Skate after that. All right, guys. Bye.
Night night.
This country, you gotta make the money first. Then when you get the money, you get power. Then when you get the power, then you get the woman. That's why you gotta make your own moves.